What's up, good human? Luke from Sponge here, and today we're diving headfirst into a story that is all kinds of awesome. It's about how Burton Snowboards is not only shredding it on the mountain, but also in the business of business for good. Now, I'm going to share a slice of my own snowboard journey, plus a big old heaping of inspo from Burton on their journey to creating a more sustainable and better world. So a flashback to my 20s. In winter, snowboarding was life. There were epic weekend road trips with my boys to the snowfield filled with good time and of course powder. Now this passion led me to start a side hustle, leveraging our expertise as Sponge to sell snowboards, and of course it featured the cool cats at Burton. For many years, this side hustle funded trips to the snowfields. So many good memories there. Now fast forward through a whirlwind of life adventures, and here I am sitting in snowless Brisbane, reminiscing about good times and getting stoked by Burton's rad moves towards a more inclusive and sustainable world. Now I only recently discovered this new face of Burton because of their B Corp recertification, which totally blew my mind when I learned their story. And it was like finding out that my childhood hero was actually a superhero. Burton's dedication to doing the right thing has made me look at them with a newfound respect and admiration. If you're new to Burton, they've been the world's biggest snowboarding brand for almost 50 years. And of course, they make awesome snowboards and snowboarding apparel. In 1977, Donna Carpenter started Burton Snowboards in a Vermont barn. And then in 81, he met Donna, who became his wife and his business partner. She became the CFO, and in 2016 to 2020, she led the company as the CEO. Under Donna's leadership, Burton became B Corp certified in 2019, and that was committing them to balance their profits and their purpose. The company is privately owned by Donna, who is and has been since 2020 the chair of the board. Donna is my kind of human, an awesome kindred spirit. I love that she stepped out of the CEO role to focus on advocating for the sport, for climate activism and sustainability, as well as advocating for more diversity, not only on the mountain, but in business and in the boardroom. So important. Naturally, Burton's website reflects these core tenets with their purpose broken down into three things: people, planet, and sport. They've got lofty goals for 2025, and they've got impact initiatives that are well underway that mean they're likely to hit these goals. Let's talk about some of these because they're really inspiring. Burton has an awesome gender equality and diversity policy, and it's naturally been championed by Donna, and they place an incredible importance on having women in management positions, especially for the women's market. As Donna says, without women in management positions, you will never reach the women's market. It makes sense, right? So more on people, and because it's a global brand, this is a big one: workforce. For Burton, that means taking care of their people and their community, with compensation for employees, contractors, and factory workers being equitable and livable. Their goal is that all major suppliers reach at minimum internationally recognized living wage benchmarks, and they regularly audit to ensure that's the case. Let's talk about planet now. Burton's approach to product development, with initiatives such as using sustainable cotton, which is awesome, and reducing the use of harmful chemicals, showcases their commitment to environmental stewardship. In Donna's words, especially in the hard goods sector, where toxic adhesives, etc. are used, there are great opportunities for innovation. For example, we are the only snowboard brand to make a life cycle assessment of our products. And if you don't understand this, how are you meant to counter or do anything about what you're producing? To Burton, sustainable production and clean chemistry, a constant journey. That over 65% of their products are blue sign. That's new to me. It's the gold standard of environmentally friendly and safe manufacturing in textiles. And they have a goal to be 100% by 2025. Now onto the sport front. They have two awesome initiatives, and I'm going to start with the first one, the Tulle Foundation, which was founded in 1995 by Jake and Donna, and it's served more than 30,000 young people since they began. They work to inspire over 2,000 youth annually to overcome challenges by using board sports. So cool. One story I learned is about Anastasia, who moved to the US from the Soviet Union as refugees, and she joined Tulle in middle school. She went on to compete for the University of Vermont snowboarding team and has had a successful career as an adult. In her words, being able to have the experience as a child who didn't have access to a lot of things really impacted my life. That's it. I love these stories of impact. Their other sport building initiative that I love is their Culture Shifters, I love what it does. It's a vision recently brought to life by Salama Masakela and Zed Powell, and it aims to diversify the snowboarding world. It's all about rallying BIPOC change makers to create a more inclusive community, representing a future where diversity in snowboarding isn't just celebrated, but it's the norm. Culture Shift is a huge step towards broadening the landscape for snowboarding, making it welcoming for everyone. It's another testament to Burton's commitment to building a sport and a world that values and uplifts diversity. So this whole Burton rediscovery has been an inspiration for me and my sponge crew. It's shown us that blending passion and with purpose isn't only possible for leading brands, it's the way forward. It's about crafting a legacy that's as much about doing good as it is about having success. There aren't many opportunities to change first impressions of the brand, but this is one. I knew of Burton as cool, but to me now, they're up there with the likes of Patagonia. Here's the kicker, my friend. Making a positive impact isn't just a feel-good bonus. It's a business superpower. Burton's trailblazing shows us that every business, no matter how massive, has the power and the potential to transform their operations to become a force for good. And if a massive brand can do this, often a juggernaut to try and steer, isn't that time that we all start to carve in the right direction? If this has sparked something in you, I've got a whole blog post to dive even deeper because there's so much more. Check it out for the full scoop on how Burton has been and still is changing the game. So now over to you. How are you creating waves in your corner of the world? Hit me up in the comments with your stories, your ideas, or your dreams of making a difference. Let's keep this conversation flowing. If you want more of this kind of inspo, hit like, hit subscribe, share this far and wide so we can get the goodness out there. So a massive thanks for spending this time with me today. Remember, the journey to impact starts with you, and every little action counts. I hope to see you again soon with another piece of good business info. Until then, be unapologetically awesome.